Welcome to this edition of Follow Suit, Fashion Unfiltered. Follow suit is a mantra, which means to follow the suit. And as you follow it, you're going to come to realize the suit is a role model and a mentor whose purpose is to give guidance to the young men of this community and as well as to society. And it is my goal to honor and salute some of the individuals who not only put on the suit, but they wear it well. Hence the point, my guest today.
Down home delivery at your service. Yes.
That's right.
Come on down. Any catering you need, we're right there.
That was Down Home Delivery sponsoring us with the great food we got here for the How to Tie a Tie event. Follow Suit mentoring program.
Mission safe. Follow suit.
Young men, I appreciate y'all coming out. This is Follow Suit, How to Tie a Tie. My name is Anthony Thompson, aka Ahmed Anthony, also known as Follow Suit. So Follow Suit is my non-profit program that I started for young men because I'm trying to inspire young men to dress for success. And so the key is never get a second chance to make a first impression. That's the most important thing that you always gotta remember. You're never gonna get a second chance to make a first impression. You might get a second chance at life, you might get a second chance at that girl, but you never get a second chance to make that first impression. So we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna learn how to tie a tie. So what inspired me about wanting to do a workshop about how to tie a tie is because myself and a lot of young men, there's a lot of older guys that I know. I have a podcast and I bring guys up there who are mentors, coaches, father figures, who've been inspiring and teaching and giving to young men like yourself for years. And some of them, I always ask them the question, who taught them how to tie a tie? And probably 90% of them say their mother or they learned on their own because the father was absentee. So that's what happens in the community. So I'm trying to help change that community because I'm a product of that community. And I always say when I speak to young men like yourself, I was your age and I wish somebody was speaking to me when I was your age, but there wasn't one to speak to me. So I made those mistakes. I was a basketball player. I played in high school. I could have went off to college, but instead I made mistakes along the way that sent me to prison for over a decade. So now that I'm back on the other side and I'm doing well, I want to give back to my community. So this is what we got. So tying a tie is just a part of the skill that we're trying to give you, but the most important message we're trying to give you out here is inspiration to not make the same mistakes that we made along the way. So I'm going to have my partner Gilbert White come up and he's going to start the class.
My name is Gilbert White. I'm the sole proprietor of Third Custom Suits. Third Custom Clothing, I should say, where I do men and women's suits. This one that I got on now, I just got it out the package, tightened it up a little bit. I have my own logo. See right there? This is all me. I made this. I'm from Roxbury, born and raised in Roxbury, went to school through Metco and Concord, spent time 5 years at Hampton University. I got involved with Follow Suit because I wanted to give back to my community. I wanted to be able to say that I did something. I coached, I started programs, I've done a lot of things, but I wanted to come at it from a different perspective. And so what we're trying to really give you, or what I'm trying to really give you is that I want the world to see you at your best because you look your best. And people are gonna respect you based upon how they look at you. You understand what I'm saying? So when people see you, they have, like T said, they're gonna make an impression. And that impression is gonna stick with them forever. So I don't know what you all thought about me when I walked in the room, but I had an impression on you somehow. And it's gonna be lasting because that's the first thing you're gonna see. Think about when you see me.
So we got Edgar here. He's going to speak to y'all a little bit. He's going to give y'all a little information for your future, things that y'all should think about financially.
Yeah. How y'all good? How you guys doing tonight? Good. Well, first and foremost, I just want to thank Anthony and facilitate the space for Anthony. I think this is a great program, and I definitely think this is one of the better steps for you guys moving forward in learning about figuring out how to dress for success and presenting yourself, in the communities that we're at, and also, for your business future. I myself, I'm from the community, and have definitely been in programs like this to learn how to tie a tie and to make sure that the suits that I wear fit right and look right for whatever, either you're going out with family, church, interviews, and those things. Just being presentable is definitely one of the things that we want to have our best foot forward, because what happens, the first thing they see is your appearance, right? So what they see is what they get to address you as, or look at you for these things. So, my name is Edgar Artie. I'm Vice President Relationship Manager for Berkshire Bank. What I do is I bring relationships to the bank with the community that I serve, whether it's restaurants, workshops like this, programming, and then I also facilitate this space as a co-work space for people to be able to do their businesses, and we provide financial literacy workshop programs, training sessions like this, and also a place for people to come in and just either fellowship, network, and those things like that. A program like this, like I said, was one of the things that I took advantage of, because I didn't know how to tie a tie. I remember my first banking job, I literally had a suit that was like mad baggy. I looked like Steve Harvey, if y'all even know who Steve Harvey is. I had the Steve Harvey suit with the 27 buttons, and my pants were mad baggy with some Prada sneakers, and I thought I looked fresh, but it wasn't it. But this program, I think it's a good one, and not just for what you're doing, but even to look at your neighbors, and you never know, these guys could be the guys y'all working with or starting businesses with, and all of those things. So if you guys ever need or have an idea to do something to this, just to let you know, the co-work space here is free. And as long as you have something, some sort of programming or event that you'd like to do, or even we provide financial literacy programming for youth. I want to thank you guys for attending today. These doors are always open, even though you got buzzing in. These doors are always open. My name is Edgar. Thank you guys.
I said good evening. Good evening. All right, my name is Mr. Aziz. I'm a school teacher here in Boston Public Schools. I teach currently at the Mildred, but I've taught all over Mildred, Trotter, some high schools, Brighton High, Charlestown High, stuff like that. I considered myself at one time to be a bow tie connoisseur, and before you know it, it became like a group. So the bow tie was my thing. For all of my life, I had worn the traditional ties like you guys are wearing, and I still have a couple. But I kind of got rid of them. I remember when I was moving, for goodwill, I don't know why, but I counted the bow ties. The regular ties that I gave, it was 59 ties that I remember I gave out to the Salvation Army, because I felt like I was done with them, and the bow tie was my thing. And it still kind of is. So I'm going to be showing you guys some things. Just to be quite honest, I'm 47, I'll be 48 on Monday. And I first didn't come to the bow tie until I was 30 years old. And it's kind of weird because they were all around us, you know what I'm saying? I grew up Muslim, my family's Muslim. They started in the Nation of Islam. So the bow tie has a history amongst people of color and amongst Muslims in the Nation of Islam. And yeah, I'm gonna be showing you in conjunction with this brother how to tie the bow tie the best way that I know how. And I definitely, like the brother said earlier, I think it's definitely something that will help you. It will make you stand out if that's what you want to do. It's subtle, but at the same time, it's extremely classy. And it'll make you look good. And once it's on, what you forget is that you forget it's there. And then when the whole world is looking at you, you're like, what are people looking at? Because once you put it on, you ain't walking around with a mirror with it. You know what I'm saying? So the brother said earlier, it's all about presentation. How you present yourself to the world is super important. And like I said, and because you don't walk around with a mirror, you forget just how good you're looking. And people will break necks, hit other cars, like looking like, where's that black man going? Because a black man in a suit, it says something, right? Once upon a time, they said we had court date. but that's no longer the case, right? So right now, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of things. Like I said, for the bow tie, I'm gonna just say this, just to put it on out there. Yes, this is a great environment to be in, but at the same time, if you don't have this, you can always try YouTube, okay? YouTube, I think, yeah, that's how I ended up doing it for the first time. So I love this brother. He has some techniques I hadn't seen before, but if all of this just falls out of your head, where can you turn? YouTube, all right?
Good afternoon, my name is Francis O'Brien, and I work for the Boston Celtics in Team Services Basketball Operation, and I'm one of Gilbert's clients. And the most important thing, you gotta respect yourself, you gotta love yourself. That's true. And you gotta treat people right how you want to be treated. But going back to the suits and stuff, it's like when you start getting your money, right? Maybe once a month, you buy a shirt, you buy a tie, you buy a pair of shoes, you know, and you build your wardrobe up. But also along with wearing a suit and tie, you want to make sure you're well-groomed, your hair's combed, nails done, with a little cologne, Vaseline. Always look the part. That's the most important thing. But you gotta love yourself first. You gotta love yourself first. That's the most important thing. My grandfather, I didn't have a father. My grandfather told me all those things and the value that you have, you know. But also just take time to respect the people around you, especially your mom. You only have one mom, and you gotta do things around the house, and you be very successful and be blessed. I've been blessed. You know, I was 11 years old. My grandfather had a custom-made suit for me. I thought it would catch me out. But I learned those values. And then I started making money. 16, I was buying my own shirts and ties. And today, I'm very successful. I've been with the Boston Celtics for 53 years. You know, I started as a ball boy. So I learned how, because they had dress codes. Just like when you in high school, you had dress codes, you had a jacket on. So now these are the tools that we try to give you, because no matter where you go, this is a tool you're gonna have for life. Okay? This is a tool and that will take you a lot of places.
It'll save your life too.
You know? And another thing, when you dress up, people will respect you. They say, oh, that guy's next level. So always wearing the suits, make sure your shoes are shine and clean, head to toe. That's the most important thing, because the lady will look at your feet. That's right. And another thing, having a guy have a nice suit on, your shoes are all stuffed up. That's right. You don't play in your suit clothes, you pull them up with your carry clothes wet, so you have another day.
Trade. Like your grandfather was telling you, trick of the trade. Once you get you a good knot and tie,
Always
keep it. Take it off. This is a trick of the trade. Don't give away the secrets to everybody. So once you get a good knot, you slowly take it to where it can just squeeze over your head. This one's, and so you don't come loose. The little piece that you pull that makes it back tight, hold on to that. Like you're taking it off. And that way it stays on. Bam. Now you got a perfect knot. I keep all my ties hanging up just like this. See? When I get a pretty knot like that, I don't want to lose it. Because next time I tie it ain't going to look the same. So once I get it like that, I want to keep them. So bam. Every time I wear these, I already know I ain't got to worry about it. So that's another little trick. Once you get a knot, keep it.
Your basic tie, you know, you got your skinny end, you got your wide end, and obviously you want your wide end to be in the front and the skinny end to be in the back. So we're gonna learn 3 knots today, right? 3 knots, or we may even try some bow ties. So we're gonna learn just a single-breasted, a single 4-in-1 hand knot, they call it. It's gonna end up looking like this. Everyone kind of see that? Just real simple. The other thing we're gonna do, you're gonna learn the Windsor knot. The Windsor knot is gonna have a little different look to it. And your knot is gonna look something like this with a nice big dimple. It's a little messy right here. But you want to see like a little dimple in the knot. Right? And then the last one you're gonna learn how to tie is a bow tie. We gotta take the bow ties up here too.
Yeah.
Now this is the trickiest of them all. I'll even take mine off real quick. Now I've gotten so good, I don't even need to look in the mirror to tie the tie.
The bow tie today is $25.
There it is. Got it?
Got it, baby.
I got it?
You got it.
Without even looking in the mirror. It's a little hand skill. You know, you learn how to do it, but it's gonna take you repetition sitting in the mirror a long time. So with that being said, let's start off with the 4-in-1 knot. So everyone's gonna take it, I'm gonna hand out a couple of mirrors, just so you can kind of get a feel. Just put the mirrors on the table.
The seam should be, this is the seam, the inside is out. That should be on the outside.
Now this time the little one goes over the big one. Up through. All right. Seam still facing out. The little one goes over the big one this time. Make sure your seams are facing out. Come across. Come across, keep it flat. So now, about to make that thing. Where do you think I'm going with it next? Nope. Up and through.
Fat.
You never mess with up and through. Boom, down. And you'll notice I did a half decent job. You should get a nice little demo in your tie. Up through the V. And pull it down. Then it goes around the knot. Up back through the V. Back through. And boom. Yeah, look at that.
See? So you're 12, you're 13, you're innocent now. 2 years from now, you're 14, you're gonna have a friend that knows how to hold a blunt. You're gonna have another friend that already is drinking liquor, trust me. And they're gonna say, come on, man, don't be a square. That's what they're gonna say, don't be a square, don't be a herb, don't be a buster. Try it. And you see everybody in the videos they're doing it. And it's cool, but it's not cool. The person who actually is doing all that stuff is the person who's the herb and the buster. There's a saying that we always say is someone who society gives us a person who we think is the man. And the person who we think is the man is the person with all that flash and glass and does all that stuff. And you know, what they portray in the videos and all that, they ain't the man. They're the buster. The man is the one who grows up and is responsible, takes care of himself, takes care of his family. That's the man. He's the man. He's not only the man, he is a man. So that's the goal, is to be a man.
My experience with how to tie a tie was great, and I learned how to tie a tie. And to be honest, for me, it felt hard, but I got through it with the help of the people that were here. I don't really know their names or anything, but I will be learning their names because I will probably be coming back soon.